how did you go from, being elementary school, middle school, high school into this incredible operatic soprano singing Tosca all over the place?
Um, um, it certainly did not feel like a straight line, that's for sure. I really love things like checklists and roadmaps and
And the
did
opera
my
world is
darndest.
littered with those, right?
Yes, totally, right? If you just do XYZ, you're gonna make it. Um, so did all those things and was kind of like, okay, where's the career now? But doing all of the XYZ, right? Applying for the young artist programs, doing a few here and there, doing the competitions. Um, Mother Nature doesn't really care about your timeline. So I feel like for me, I'm a spinto soprano, so I really didn't start to like settle into my voice until I would say my mid 30s. I spent all these years kind of studying these roles that everyone told me I was going to sing, and I could get the notes out, so I figured I was ready for them, right? But that's just not the case. Um, I took a small detour when we moved to California, which is a little bit more expensive than Cleveland, Ohio, for cost of living sake. And so when we first got out here, I had a few gigs lined up. But just the reality was I needed to work full time to afford our rent and pay off the credit card debt from trying to be a singer the previous however many years. Yeah, those young artist programs and those plane fares don't pay for themselves, apparently.
Hmm.
Um, and after kind of not having any music in my life for a while and managing dental offices full time, I knew something was missing, and I was then kind of able to let go of the idea that there was a path, and if I didn't follow the path, I wouldn't have the career. So I just started piecing together things that made me happy. I wasn't worried about the paycheck. What do you know? Because I mean, the secret is they're not really that great anyway, even if you do make it, and started creating opportunities for myself, and meeting a lot of other singers along the way that were in similar situations. Um, I'd always fantasized that post my international career, I would be running a young artist program for a company, or some sort of a music festival. So I thought, well, that can still be a thing. Why not just start from scratch and start the company? And so in 2017, I put together just a performance with some friends. And the organization that was contracting us in said, "So what's the name of the company?" I said, Lyric of Orange County. Yeah, why not? So we kind of landed on it very fast. But as soon as that performance was done, everybody said, "What's the next thing?" And I said, "Okay, well, let's do a production." And it kind of just grew from there. We filled a little vacuum in our area. Sorry, I talk a lot. We
Right.
filled a little vacuum in our region here. Orange County is sandwiched in between LA County and San Diego County, which have really vibrant music scenes and large professional houses. And a few years prior, the large organization in Orange County, Upper Pacific, had to close its doors, and so there were not a lot of local opportunities, but there was so much talent driving through the area and living here on a daily basis. I thought, why not? And it's grown shockingly quickly. So I'm very grateful for that. Sorry, and yeah, and in the meantime, I just kept doing things that made me happy. I think when you decide to start a company, you have to, whatever the vision is, you have to be true to it. And I from the beginning said, this is not going to be something where um, I am starring in every production or anything like that. And so I've sung one role with the company over the last 7 years. And we'll probably leave it at that for now, because I have kind of other plans, and it lets me be motivated to pursue things on the outside, um, and all my other kind of artistic outlets. So I was able to put together directing positions with other companies, and eventually a wonderful conversation opened up about Gilgamesh, and I was able to kind of pursue my producer hat in new ways.